Smells like victory is what it smells like. That's what's going to happen over there. They have fully embraced the meme, Monty.
Yeah.
Basement dwellers, literally.
Yeah, they are. I don't know. I feel like we're past that. I feel like we've grown to a place now in esports where people do shower. Like, you know,
yeah,
it's like there's some upgrades surely happening on that front.
You know, DreamHack is a thing of the past. It's
Yeah.
just not going to happen anymore. Those big lands, that distinct bouquet as you walk through the halls.
See, that is true, but at the same time, like there's something nostalgic about that, isn't there? In a weird kind of way.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. Definitely.
We're going to get into it now. It's the third map. It's Big versus Envy. Fine. I didn't even think it was going to be third map, but here we are. Big on the CT side, Envy on the T side, and they're going to get right into it. Thomas charging the A-bomb site. Searson, more double headshots coming in from him. He wants more. He's not quite going to get it. Jumping down with a CC, though. And Legge is done. The bomb escapes, but it's a 1-on-4. For Mihu, that's pretty brutal. Kido not even waiting. Could have made all kinds of arguments why you'd want to play it safely, but Kido does not care. Searson again, though. He was lethal on the last map on Mirage.
Yeah, he was the main driver, wasn't he? 2 kills for him on this pistol round. Just absolutely mauled Envy on Mirage. So if he's going to hit the ground running like this, I think it's going to be fairly difficult for Envy. I do like Envy's brave approach in the pistol round, at least. Just going for the fight. No hesitation on their side, trying to bully Big right out the gates. I like to see that from him. It didn't pan out, but it's admirable. I mean, they need to come up with a big play here to not let Big just run away with this at the beginning.
Lobby crunch already. That is just so aggressive. Running and gunning all the way through the lobby, giving them no time to breathe here. That's a very, very cool play out of Big. I like that. And listen, I mean, that kind of a pistol round coming out from Envy. Usually, if you win, if you get the first kill with a Glock coming in, you've got a pretty good shot of it, but didn't obviously work out that way. I don't think it's so crazy for Envy to try it at all. AKs all across the board, though, and let's just see. Third round here. They're up against 3 MP9s, so those AKs could be pretty good.
Indeed. What do? You're putting Tapson with the M4 out in yard, or at least he's going to be at mini first. And so he will be your point man here. That 1 HE is enough to let's give a little bit of info over. Mihu's going to be taking advantage of this. And it's Searson holding the long angle outside in yard with that AWP. Catches Mihu out. So, man advantage.
And they flash Tapson around the corner afterwards, and he sees that no one else is yard. So now he's just going to go back in and actually play the A-bomb site probably a little bit harder than he normally otherwise would. Going to go back and check every once in a while in the yard. But yeah, that's a problem for Envy. I think a lot of this actually was, they needed Mihu out there. Not even necessarily just to get kills, but just for the distraction. Now they have to go back, and I think they're going to set up the wall of smokes or something outside at a minute. I don't know how much that's going to sell.
It's still possible. Searson only just now rotating over here. He's going to see those smokes coming in nice and early. Doesn't spot any movement behind him just yet. Oh, but he's got a gap.
Oh.
And Calyx is well aware of it. Impeccable stuff from Calyx. What a headshot. Takes Searson out of the picture. So we'll need Big to rotate down, and they've already got 2 players on the lower side of things here on Nuke. And this could be the double fake, the double pump. Envy coming back up to the A site.
Yeah, and actually the 2 A players have completely abandoned the site. They've gone into lobby to try and find someone. Nifty somehow has seen that coming and has escaped all the way into ramp. This is such a cool play for Envy. I can't believe it. This third round is looking brilliant right now. Bomb surely going down in a matter of seconds. They've got everything under control. They're just winning this round outright. And that's in spite of, again, losing that early fight outside. And what looked like they were going to, have a second casualty there. Calyx instead taking out Searson. What a beautifully called round out of Envy.
Yeah, super slick. And what looked a bit grim at the start with Mihu falling so quickly at the beginning there against Searson. But now, you saved Searson's AWP, you get out with that M4, and if Tijin can back off with the MP9, better yet, if he can get a double, that would have been monster. Could still save an AK, though. He's going to be trying, or at least he's trying to take one with him. Can he get on that bomb? It's not going to be enough time. There's no way.
Nope.
Just trying to draw somebody back in here to die with him.
Ah, that doesn't work out.
That would have been sick.
Listen, fair play. That is actually, that's a really, really cool idea. Doesn't quite work out in his favor, but yeah, as you said, taking the AK instead is also saved for Searson, so it's not great for Big, but it is very cool for Envy. That was a hard round to return from. And the fact that they, you know, didn't go for that lower play, because that could have gone wrong a lot of different ways.
Yeah. Yeah, there was already the setup for Big, so you're right to point that out. I really like that, though. It's just the double fake. Layers on layers here from Envy, and now they're going to go for the straight sledgehammer approach. What kind of a buy do you have here, Big? Are you going to be able to handle this kind of pressure? And yeah, Envy just trying to apply a maximum amount immediately. They've got control of ramp already. Very early days here. And still such a good nade count as well. Really loving this aggression here from Envy. Decisive calls coming through on the T side. That's what the name of the game is, and it's working so far. Big now on the back foot, having to hold angles.
And also not following them into the lobby this time, which I think is maybe what Envy was slightly looking for, saying, are you how aggressive do you want to be? Not yet. Searson. Not going to get that one. A little bit more to the right. Searson, if you can hear me. He can't, guys. Just don't worry about it. 55 seconds, and Envy so far not getting any big mistakes out of the CT side. I think that's what they've been hoping for. They still have some grenades. They can still go for this execute, sneaking around the corner, almost over peeking at Keto. Very, very close to dying there, and that would have been a disaster. Tabson, he goes down. Thomas is ready to take that fight. Now Keto back in the corner, and they're going to find him. Look at the damage on Envy. Tizian, I don't know, with the right spray, this could still be turned around, but they're going to be coming in from every angle. 25 seconds, and they're running around the back. So doesn't even matter, but 3 of them are at 12 and 15 health there. That's remarkable.
This is unreal. What a clean take from Envy through and through. So fortunate, these duels. With 3 players, 12 HP on 2 of them, 15 on another. It just occurred to me, Anders, you know, it's like, okay, so Envy are clearly showing up to play here on this T side of Nuke so far. They're really putting Big in a tight spot already, right out the gates.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, I mean, Monty pointed that out coming into this, that this is a double elimination format, guys. There's an upper bracket and a lower bracket. Right now, this is an upper bracket match.
Definitely, yeah.
Mad Lions is waiting down in the lower bracket already.
Yeah.
So it's not going to get any easier.
No, you definitely want to be very careful that you don't go down and face those guys. I mean, they have been proven that they can be very, very hard to play against.
That they are, in fact, no joke.
But this is that's a very interesting race that some of these rounds are won here, because Keto, he spotted both those players outside. Tabson, you know, admittedly he went down to Thomas, you know, right at that squeak door. But at that point in time, they know what's coming. They know it's going to be an 8 crunch. There's no time left for anything else. So they know everything else that's happening, and they just can't react in time, Big. I mean, they just lost both those fights, and it was done. But it was very, very late in the round that they did that execute. Envy. Nifty outside, and Searson with an uncharacteristic miss. He's low on health. If they have an HE, they could try and see if they could catch him. He's falling back inside the smoke, and they're just going to at least wait for the fire to go out and then go down C.R.A.E with everyone. And only Santaris so far is downstairs to wait for them.
They've heard this rotation clearly, though. Thomas, waiting for that rotation. Tabson gets caught completely off guard. Bullet to the side of the head. Santaris, now it's all about luck. Is he looking the right way at the right time to catch somebody out? The nade goes in. Nifty waiting for the reaction. Going to get caught jumping. Still has to turn around, and it's not going to manage it. Keto, however, will find a shot. Man advantage for Envy going on to the lower site. But Big are in a position to do something about it.
Oh, sneaking through the smoke. That is a play that at least deserves a kill. And if he would have been quick about it, maybe could have even taken the second fight. But that just ends the round right then and there. And by the way, Thomas, this kill right here on Searson, that's his AWP that's on the ground. Thomas got that because Searson was scoped up, and he actually walked, you know, out where he couldn't see anything. Which was just, I mean, I bet if we see it from Thomas' point of view, he almost must have done a double take, like, hold on.
Yeah.
Why am I not dead yet? Oh, he can't see me. Well, so some incredible rounds early on here from Envy. This is really, really cool to spot. Going to be 3-2, but it is not even just about that. It is definitely more about the economy right now that is exploded from Big. This AWP is a bit annoying to Envy that they managed to save it on the Big side at the very least, but that's all they're going to have in the next round. Wow, what a beginning.
Finally, it feels like, at least. You know, because it just feels like Big keep having the money to buy rifles. But they are finally not going to have enough here, and they are going to have to take a round of eco and see what is going to be possible with this AWP. Searson going to hand that over, or going to get that handed over to him. So at least he'll be able to get into the fight with that op. We've seen some magical things from him so far. I mean, he's had some big rounds on Mirage with the AWP. So he could turn it around. Can't count Searson out of it by any stretch.
It is strange though that we've seen. I mean, we have talked a lot about Searson and fair play, but tabseN and Xantares right now, you would think that they would be up for straight up taking, you know, this fight against anyone from the NV side, right? In terms of firepower, you want them to win way more of these fights right now, and that is just not happening. So some weakness there potentially too. Well, the countdown has begun. I'm going to get into the 6th round, and we'll see if Searson can... He's already landed them quite a few rounds on his own throughout this best of 3, just by being so good with that AWP. We'll see if we can do it again here. He's down in ramp with it at the moment, so potentially in the right position. Miho sneaking through. I think he was spotted, but it doesn't even matter. Udoh just with the deagle, unable to react quite in time. It's a pretty good return, but it doesn't really change the fact that this A-bomb site is going to get completely overrun. Tizian gets a kill, and even that is just not such a bad job at all. But yeah, as soon as they get the hut player, that bomb site is pretty much done for. Searson wanted to press his luck. That loses them an AWP unless Xantares can find a way back there.
Why is Xantares not going over there?
He's probably thinking, you know, I could get, like, who knows where the rest are. Could get caught off guard.
I'll be. That is surprising to me, Anders. Would definitely think he'd try and make a play to save that op. That op just keeps surviving. It's like the immortal op. It had it from the beginning, and it just keeps surviving these rounds. And it's looking like it's finally going to get put to rest here in a moment.
Yes, it will. This is a really, really crazy beginning from the Envy side. About to be a 4th round on the board. Yeah, Orb is still up there, sadly, tragically.
Oh, it's heartbreaking, Anders. After everything it's done for Big, they're just going to leave it.
Xantares up here wondering, you know, should I go for the fight or should I be worried that they're going to come blasting up out of that ladder? Doesn't look like they will, so he's going to be fine this time. 4-2 with Envy winning 4 in a row, and just their economy is incredible. Thomas goes into this round with 11,000 in the bank. That is just so outrageous.
Yeah. Now they've clearly figured this out, Envy. Right now they have got a bead on things, although that was obviously an eco round coming in from Big, so we expect Envy to pick that one up. 4-2. Now is going to be Big's chance to reply here in a meaningful way. And so nades and a quick change of pace. Legia does get the gents very quickly down through. Going to be looking to hamstring this defense on the lower site. And that's prompted the rotation from Xantares. He needed to win that duel. Legia not able to hit the shot. Xantares takes him out of the picture, and now Searson's going to be able to chime in on his own. Finds the kill on Nifty, looks for the follow-up, gets the wallbang shot on Calyx.
And that's what you really want, yeah, so definitely want to see Searson falling back in that position rather than just re-peaking it, because even though you probably have won that round at that point in time, it is just not worth it. So yeah, good to see that stuff. And now it's just a 1-on-4, and all of the focus surely on just making absolutely sure that you don't give up any more rifles. Keep this alive. You need the AUG and the AW. You need so much right now. I am just very impressed by what Envy are showing us here.
They're looking good. Oh,
all right.
Get out of here, tabseN. Calyx just letting them know. Putting them on blast. But after 4 rounds in a row for Envy, Big finally able to mount a defense, and they put a halt to the pressure, and that was off of that kill right there. Xantares catching out Legia. Such a big deal.
Yeah.
Because that's the clear crunch, is that Legia's hoping to get up there, apply pressure on ramp, or draw that defense away from ramp to weaken ramp for the following hit. Just never happens, never pans out.
3-4. Big going on a little bit of a hiatus. Now back in the mix. Their economy is still looking not that great, so just a lot more work to be done. Searson, I still do love this aggressive play from him. It could absolutely backfire, but you have to appreciate the style. He does leg Thomas, but back for revenge. And with the help of Legia, they bring down Searson. I still think it's so cool, but yeah, they're paying a heavy price right now for that aggression.
Oh, yeah, and that Nifty takes down tabseN as well, who was trying to make a play outside. Now they can get down Secret. Oh, nicely timed there. Actually, Xanterra's picking up that kill on Nifty. Still man advantage for Envy. And Big trying to stabilize the defense. KiNK hoping that somebody's going to get aggressive on him here in the lobby. Could very well catch Tamsin in a moment. Oh, the timing. Unbelievable. Looks away just as Tamsin peaks. But still, man advantage for Envy. Plenty of nades on Envy's side as well. So they need to be patient. They need to take advantage of this utility.
I wonder if they're going to bring Mihu back to go mini and just wait for him. They got 40 seconds. He could just also be watching outside when the rest of them push in, but 35 seconds now. Tizian, I kind of like this aggression. They really are not sure Big at the moment what is going on. Molotov's coming down. Tizian, if he can win his first fight, it's going to be huge. Legia, not dead yet. He's going to go straight for the fight and a bullet right to his face. Thomas on the other side, and he was low from earlier. Searson helping out with that, and this is looking suddenly very interesting. 15 seconds on the clock. Kido actually goes down, but I still think they're going to be able to hunt him down, and there's not enough time for Mihu to turn this corner. 10 seconds left. He's going to get the headshot, but I'm not even sure why Xanterra's is fighting at all. Mihu's... Oh! He gets it right through the wall! That is a massive mistake on Big's side.
What a sick play. Yeah, there you go. Reaction. That's what we're looking for. Mihu, the hero. You couldn't tell. He is so dialed in right now. You can see the little grin there from Cuban. They know that just worked out wonderfully for them. And Mihu, sometimes, sometimes you just got to get lucky. You got to do it right. You create your own luck with that wall bang. That was beautiful.
Oh, I mean, what a cool spray from him. He knew that was the only way he was going to win the round. But the fact is, if Big don't fight him, like... If they go around the corner and unplug their mice and keyboard, they win the round. It's only because they decided to keep playing, and that is very, very painful.
Yeah, that's a loss that is definitely going to sting. And Big, they were on the brink of actually establishing an economy, getting things rolling. Instead now,
that's shocking.
Has to be a half buy from Big, and that's going to allow Envy to have a chance of getting up to 6 rounds here comfortably. Yeah, shocking result. Legia does not have a gun. Did he forget to get an AK? Is he going to be able to run back and get one?
Just not interested, is he?
Just not interested. He believes in the Glock. He could just be that body, though. Just run in there, sack himself, draw the fire, be the sponge.
Nifty up against the scout there. Gonna have no problem winning that. Oh, giving it to Legia. Now there's some confusion. Swapping out guns in the middle of all of that. And suddenly it's 2-on-3 now that Miu got the kill. But I don't know what was going on. But I didn't enjoy any of that was happening outside.
These anti-eco rounds are getting a bit egregious here.
Yeah, they are. Tizian's picked up an AK, and he's sneaking around in mini at the moment. Well, he's smoked off, but if Xanterra's had still been alive, this could have been a very interesting position. So 1 versus 3 now. And Mihu, he's got the right idea. He will get baited into taking that shot. Oh, but I think that was the aim punch.
He got gooshed.
Not enjoying it. He doesn't have any head armor, so it must have been through a fair bit of wall for him not just to outright die, even against the Glock there. But still, 5-3 in score here, and it's Tizian very low on health. I don't get the open run. It's not worth it.
If you can save that AWP, yeah. That or just die with it in an impossible place for them to get a hold of it themselves. But, man, what a close round again. You're just thinking, I mean, Envy, that's what? Well, that's how it ended on Mirage, with Big taking a Nico win. But how many rounds have they given up now where it's just anti-ecos, Big getting rounds that they just aren't supposed to? And, well, another chance here. Again, it's the Glock. Dude, this Glock is just untouchable. Gotta get the shot. Oh, the wall bang headshot. Get out of here.
That's pretty cool. All right, fair play. I was gonna say, like, a chance also to dig the hole even deeper for yourself. If you give up that AWP, that would really be annoying. Tabson is 0-6 right now. That is a massive, massive problem for them.
He's clearly struggling. You're right to point that out. And I mean, I think it's been all series long.
Yeah, it has.
It's been, Searson was the main driving force behind the big success on Mirage.
Kido was playing pretty well earlier too. But yeah, we've been reducing Xanterra's. Here's the rush into the bomb site. Thomas, that's all he needs to do is that 1 kill now. For the Molotovs on the other side, though, is slowing down the rest of this push quite a bit, giving some time for Kido to win this fight. That's great news, but the bomb is down into the vent and into the B bomb site. Xanterra's, he will clean it up with the AUG. And some defense that's working out very well. And Tabson picking up his first kill on Nuke for a 4th round on the big side. Man, they need to put in so much work to turn this around here. They're really struggling at the moment.
You got to start sometime, right? That's all Tabson is saying right now. Just 1 kill at a time, 1 round at a time. That's still, I mean, it's still big having to pick up every round here, I think, from here on out in this first half to start feeling comfortable with themselves going into the second half. I mean, if Envy just keep extending this on the T side of Nuke, it's going to get a bit outrageous.
Well, finally, look, finally they have Envy low on money. It's only because Nifty could buy an AK and drop, and and then another one for himself, that they are even able to buy in this round at all, I think. So they have them at a point now where if they win this one, it could be tied up. It could be 6-6, and you could get like some room to breathe. Get Tabson like a feeling, all right, I'm not just getting run down every single round. So yeah, I think everything is on this right here. If they win this round, Envy, I think Big it's got to be very, very hard mentally even to sort of summon the strength to keep going. Tabson's playing around Secret out there, and has not seen anyone at the moment. Gonna go back down, but at least for the minute he would have called in and said, "There's no one yard."
That may change in a moment.
Looked like he was going back ramp to help out Santaris or something like that, but he's now just sort of wandering around down in the lower part of the map, waiting for someone to show up. 45 seconds, and it looks like they're gonna go for the ramp with Mihu sort of looking around with the Galil. Actually, he's falling back as well. So Santaris, they line up, and it is a huge double. Searson will take a double of his own, thank you. And Mihu, 1 versus 4. So that gets crushed. Absolutely crushed.
Santaris in the off angle, fair enough, but Searson going for the repeak and still getting that kill. Just a total lack of respect from the offer right now. And, oh man, you can't catch a break.
It's just what he does now, isn't it, Searson? I mean, it's so tricky because it's sort of the same feeling you sometimes get when you're watching a core play. You're like, it is cool to see, but the risk sometimes far outweigh the actual reward. But when it works, like it's everyone watching will say, yeah, he's doing it.
Of course,
shoot him again. That is that's a critical round. No bomb plant. Finally. Big, just getting a chance to get into this Nuke map. What a hard start that Envy just threw at them here. But if they can, I mean, again, if they win this round without too many casualties, there's a Deagle in play somewhere. But if they can just avoid losing too many players and just get a little bit of breathing space here, this is definitely not done, even if it's a tough start.
They're just making a little bit of noise out here, some stomping. Tijin is close enough to hear this from Calyx. It's the late Chi. Oh, doesn't do any damage, though. He's definitely expecting more out of that. With everybody grouped up here for Envy, it's going to be the straight YOLO rush down to Secret. Let's see it. Oh, they're going to yeet somebody across as well. Legia. That was so sad. Just completely fail the jump and die trying. Oh, okay. Tried to do something there. Tabson's going to quickly farm some eco kills just to pad those numbers.
It's great.
Look, Andrews got 5 kills now. Come
on. I think he deserves it. Whatever it takes to get him back into it, it's fine.
Let's see this. This leg is. It's just so sad.
Why is he soaring through the air like that as well?
They completely messed that up.
It looked like he was one of those like paper cutouts from like a Monty Python skit.
True, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Paper
AKs
Mario.
are back. The Galil there on Legia, and this is going to be lightning fast from Mihu. Oh, he keeps running. I kind of wish he would, just be quiet because the guy in garage. I don't know if Santaris would have heard that. The Molotov suggests that maybe something was called out there, but he was there so quickly. Still could be a huge, surprise if he's going to be able to play it right down there. If he gets the kill, then it's on. Smoke goes up. Grenade in front. Tabson is on the other side again. Oh! What a beautiful shot for Mihu. Combine that with the kill from earlier over through the wall. That is absolutely artwork, isn't it?
Oh, it's so beautiful. Crisp and clean. And well, now, Zantaris, he's going to start repositioning just a little bit here. Very patient stuff coming out from Envy, but at some point they're going to have to start moving. Mihu is still waiting for the rotation for somebody on big to make a play for info.
I mean, if he can get any count on anyone else, if he knows someone else is rotated down, suddenly hitting that A-bomb site becomes, you know, a little bit more attractive. Now they've made the call and said, you know what, we haven't seen or heard anyone down here, let's go for it. And they're exactly right. And Big, hard as it is, I mean, they have money on Sirsen and a bunch of other people, so, you know, maybe you do just try and go for the 4-on-5 retake here, but if you don't get an early kill, it's not even going to be close. 20 seconds. They're still very worried, Envy, that there's going to be someone hiding down here, but we can obviously tell that is not the case. Thomas? Oh, well. He is supposed to be waiting, I think, until the bomb is planted. Sirsen getting a kill. Now I'm getting worried. Almost catching Nifty in the window. Udoh coming out, but he's going to lose the fight to Legia. And maybe that stabilizes things a little bit. No smoke for the eventual defuse if they wanted to go for it. And that's a big problem because, again, they're going to get probably shut down from every angle. There's Santaris falling next. Tizian, I don't know, going, sort of pretending to go for the fight, but it is not worth it at this point. You've already, yeah, you had your chance earlier. Not here. That is much closer than it feels like it should have been. If he hit that shot on Nifty, Sirsen, it is game on for Big in that retake.
You're just, that's exactly what you're thinking at that point. Like, unreal that he manages to get that going. And, well, the bomb will go boom. Tizian just surviving with the M4, not going to be able to save the AWP. And that's a 7th round on the board for Envy on the T side. And that's just the gamble from Big. Gambling A site, and it's a 50-50. They're expecting Mihu, you know, they're trying to read the fake within the fake, the double pump again. Where it's like, oh, you know, Mihu opened up B site, so they're going to think that they're going to go B, but we're going to, you know, we're going to be one step ahead of them and stack A. And unfortunately for them, for Big, it just doesn't work out. The call doesn't go their way, and Envy, they get to parade on through. So now, well, Envy have set themselves up for success in this first half. 7 rounds on the T side is nothing to laugh at. And Sirsen, see if he can find a shot out here. Tapson gets the drop. That should bait some kind of reaction. If Tapson survives, he just needs to stay alive. Should be... The whole idea is getting somebody out in the open so that Sirsen can take a pop shot.
Yeah, but they're not really biting, are they? They're just saying, let's just wait. Let's not get picked apart by Sirsen and find Tapson slowly. Yeah. That's a lot of restraint on Envy.
Because you can get the rat.
Yeah, you can get so focused on getting that guy behind the container immediately. And Sirsen goes down. They're actually playing some very cool Counter-Strike right now, Envy. And again, getting that level of restraint is one of the harder things to do as a team, in my opinion. You know, just being able to hit a lot of headshots is definitely, you know, that can happen a little bit earlier on in the career of a team. But being able to sort of call that slowdown and say, just don't just go straight for him. Don't swing wide, because there could easily be someone being flashed through the smoke, or again you could be swinging into the AWP. Santaris and Thomas is, well, theoretically waiting.
He's just gonna wait forever now, Anders.
I guess so.
And you've already got Keto on the lower site as well. Dude, yeah. Bomb is going down here, 30 seconds, and Keto's point blank. He's gonna be able to catch one. No, that was not pretty. Santaris, however, is here to be the hero, and he gets the shot as well. Unreal, what a save.
Wow, yeah, the quick rotation, otherwise he would not have been there. Triple kill for Santaris. He is top of the board right now for Big, and that is a round that I just don't think that they should have won at all. 9 times out of 10, Thomas probably just straight gets this kill on Santaris, and it's the round for Envy immediately. That's kind of, well, I mean, great news for Big. Envy, we'll see. And actually, it's really big news. AK and Galil now on the side of Envy. This is so interesting. Oh, the timing. Sirsen and Tabson outside. This time that duo works very well. 5-on-3. Chance here for Big to get that 8th round on the board, which I think at that point, you know, if they can mentally just calm down between first and second halves, 8-7 is just fine for Big. They can still absolutely win this game.
It was just very nice of Tapson, you know, trading places. It's like, you know what, Sirsen, you didn't get any action last round, so you go ahead and push aggro this time and catch somebody out. They have got to be close enough to hear the footsteps here. So Nifty going to spot. Nicely done. Gets the headshot. Not going to find the follow-up. 8-7 at the end of the first half for Big on the CT side. Wow. They managed to stabilize. But what a run from Envy. All throughout the beginning of that half going into the second. It's a bunch of blue at the end of the half. But Envy put up one hell of a fight. 7 rounds on the board for them at the end of the first half as we go into the break.
Tonight on Flashpoint.
The New York Times says it's so unbelievable, it's now believable. Come on down to the Blind Spot and get 15% off new and used cars. Warning, blind spot may cause side effects including drowsiness, headaches, nausea, rashy skin, anal leakage, and an overwhelming sense of joy.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, for being patient while we got through the break. We are now going to get into the second half between Big and Envy. Big just barely squeaking the lead at the end of the first half there. It's 8-7. And Anders, I was just told an insane stat from Yumi.
Oh, yeah?
13 of the rounds, the team to get the opening kill won the round in the first half.
There we go.
What? What is that?
Listen, there's a strong correlation right there. I mean, I think that's probably pretty accurate. Might be a little bit top heavy on that one, but I think
a little bit top heavy that the opening kill leads to a win. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not bad, not bad. I think the correlation for a long time has been something that heavy. Calix and Legia with a couple of kills in return as Keto did take down Thomas. And Big, they really need a good start here. Again, it's been a real struggle for them on Nuke, much more than I think anyone was expecting. Mihu nearly catching a kill, and he will take down Santeris. So sure, a bomb plant, but a 2-on-4 retake. They have a smoke and a kit, and Searson is fighting his own teammate even, and still coming out on top. If he had more bullets, maybe it could have worked out. But it will be Envy to pick it up, and they are going to be tied 8-8.
And a fantastic start for Envy once again, who continue to excel in the pistol rounds. They are so scary. It was the first one for Big. They managed to pick up the pistol, the CT pistol, and, well, now Envy are able to trade to return that favor. And so they get the strong start going into the second half with the rifles, the MP9s, and the Scoot. Cuban getting everybody fired up.
For sure, Big must be thinking, because remember, Envy, did also then go and win the following, the second round when they were on the T side. So that's what, surely is what Big is thinking. You know what? Let's do it right back to them and see if we can get some sweet revenge. Grenade looks like it's going to be, no, not actually that great at all. You never know with these grenades. Calix, this is dangerous. He's going to be, oh, Santeris? Yeah, I was going to say, almost getting stopped, but instead it's a double kill and an M4. So Big well on their way to getting their dreams here. Oh, and the nade and the Molotov on top of Legia. This is ridiculous. This is actually where, I mean, fair play. Some of this from Big was just really, really cool, but we sort of almost wish that someone in Envy said, just deep breath, guys. Don't give them any sort of chances. The spray from Calyx out there, that's very, very risky, almost no matter what.
1 health on Mew. What? Yeah, that's actually just where it gets ridiculous. And while we are going to get that bomb plant on the lower bomb site here for Big. You can hear some footsteps. Keto definitely hears that rotation from Thomas.
Yeah. Gonna go look for the M4 instead and just call it a day. So a little bit of a repeat from the first half.
We're just going to have the second half going the same way. It's just going to be tit for tat back and forth, isn't it? I mean, Envy showing some fight for sure. But again, these pistol rounds, that's the thing. It goes either way on the pistols. Who's getting those headshots, who connects, and then you get into something that's a little bit more structured, and you get Big just stomping their way through.
Yeah, I think spraying through the smoke, yeah, sure, but when you've got no one, close by, I think Nifty behind him at a scout or something, right? I think that's what was going on. So that's not going to be that much cover if they come through. Keto goes down, I guess, at the end. Fair play. Thomas doing his best. But, yeah. Anyway, third round is coming up here at the second half, and it's 9-8. So Big slightly staying in the lead now, ever so slightly. 17-9 on Centaurus. We've seen some good rounds out of him, but I feel like it's actually a little bit of a quiet 17-9 that he's working on, and 17-9 is actually that's a very respectable scoreline. This would be huge if Centaurus could come alive, all the way. Again, this is nothing compared to what we've seen out of Centaurus in the past. It would be really worth witnessing. Tabson getting the jump on Nifty out there. They have those 2 M4s, and that's the only thing that's going to potentially save them in this round.
Oh, already Molly going to go on. No need to peek here. And as soon as they do that, of course, Mihu's going to find a kill. There it is on the lower ramp. In fact, Mihu posted up. Clever angle. Gets traded 1 for 1. Still a man advantage for Big.
Bomb is alone in B. I mean, not that it might not matter at all, but just a strange situation here. Still a guy at ramp, and outside is Tabson running around. I think they've found a way to break through here anyway, but for just a second, I thought, why is no one with him? They're going to be fine.
He's got a strong independent streak.
He's just taking all the fights right now, isn't he?
Just needs to do everything himself,
I can respect that. Him and Searson right now are doing very well. That's a deadly combination. They just probably need someone else up there to join them. If they could just get one, a third player to play up to that level, that might be enough for Big to find a way through this map.
Well, okay then. No, that was on the way out, and so Tijin able to bring it back. Calyx is out of the fight, and that was the rifle. So unfortunately for Legia, he's going to be left with this deagle and a couple of nades, and that's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah, just going to have to hang out and wait for the next round. So Enemy not able to steal it back. So very much almost a repeat of the first half. Not quite, but in that same vein.
Well, right now it really does feel like just the firepower is making the difference for Big in Xantares and Searson, as you pointed out. These guys are just kind of manhandling, and now that they get free reign, they get AKs, or at least, Xantares gets an AK. They can just walk around and just look for these fights, and it gets a bit out of hand for Envy. And Envy, this is their approach, right? Just superior firepower, stack outside in the yard as the smokes come through. They've got all the bodies here, hoping against hope that somebody from Big is going to try to make a play, and Mihu is going to be the sacrificial lamb going on the other side of those smokes. Not going to see anybody, and so we will get that rotation to the upper side, or even the lower side. It looks like Envy are going to head to B. They're expecting Big to go through ramp right now, but that's just not the case.
I mean, it's a coin flip, isn't it? At that point in time,
it is. Gamble.
Don't know what you might as well try. But as it turns out, it didn't really come out the way that you wanted it. So Big are going to start to realize there's really no one here. No one's been peeking. There's no noise. Mac 10 from Searson is already leading the charge. And, well, Legia was the one that had to take the...
Just had to take that bullet.
Yeah.
Oh, worst case scenario. Not a third. Not a third. Okay, at least they deny Searson the bonus money again. Just so much money for Searson. $600 per SMG kill versus the 300 you would get with the pistol or the rifle.
You know what we need in this game?
What is that?
Do you remember those? This is like a 90s type toy, but one of those like plastic like periscopes that you could like look around the corner with, and they had like mirrors inside. Did you ever have these? You ever have these?
The
just like sort of
periscope?
like
Yeah, from like the submarine periscopes where you could look over the.
yeah, so it sort of looks like a but it's just made out of plastic. Some silly,
Yeah, totally.
Kids' toys. That's what we need to get out of those vents. You know, just stay on
snake
the
it
ladder
around
and just look inside and see what's going on.
You know what else we need, Anders?
Go on.
As we get into this rifle round, full buy, both sides, I want everybody to hit follow on the stream real quick, just so you guys know when we go live with these matches. We got the playoffs, the rest of these upper and lower bracket matches playing out throughout the week, and you guys don't want to miss any of them. So be sure to hit the follow if you're watching on YouTube, on Twitch. Any of
Especially
them.
now that we're this deep into it. 20th round. No AWP on the NV side. Again, they're in that same position that Big were in the first half. When you run out of money on the CT side, it just gets really, really weird. Smoke wall going up, and Keto is on the other side of it to look for anyone who's going to be, you know, sneaking out here in the yard. He hasn't found anyone yet, but right on the other side of this wall, there is Calyx. And I think Alan was talking about this, how he wants Calyx to be more aggressive in mini and not just hang around for this kind of a thing. Oh, actually, he does get an incredible double kill with a bomb drop right in front. As he realized there's a third man here. Flashbang is in. Searson missing a shot. He's not going to miss the second one, and somehow it's brought back into a 3-on-3, although Nifty with a flank coming through against Tizian, and they have full information, Envy, about what's going on. They know where both are. They know they have the bomb. 2-on-3 with 40 seconds. That is going to be very hard for Big to win.
Trying to watch and see what's possible here. We've already rotated Mihu down to that B site, and so he'll be ready.
Yeah, but he's going to shoot right up that vent.
So clever. This smoke is nasty.
Wait a second. All right. You
Making
don't have time. You don't have time to get stuck on that. So they're going to go for it. I think they can. I mean, they can probably get there and get the bomb down. Oh, Mihu was actually not in the vent. I thought he was, but instead back here, and he still gets dropped. 7 seconds left, and the bomb now on the ground. That's a big kill for Nifty, and Searson's going to get found as well. But again, even if he had got that kill, it would not have been enough time. Wow. 11-9. Scary round there for a minute. I actually thought maybe they could get into cover behind the silo and get the bomb down. Calyx doing a lot of work there, but as I was just saying, because I just want to do, I think, you know, Alan did point this out, it's worth thinking about, you know, Calyx in that position and whether or not he's going to have any vision of the yard. Because I actually think if you replay that most of the time, he probably dies to the first player.
Sure.
And that's a problem.
I do like that you point that out, and it's like the reverse caster curse.
I know. Helping him. That was really cool. I mean, that was a good job.
How much did he pay you, Anders?
You know, I should set up something to
just casually pass that at after parties to the players, a little business card.
Yeah.
If you need a curse or a counter curse, curses are worth X, counter curses Y.
It's going to be a whole subscription tier.
There you go.
Going on.
Oh, what a shot from Mihu! Clean.
That was well done.
He's got such crisp aim. It's real fun to watch players like him.
Calyx moving a bit around. That's all fine. Grenade comes through against Santaris. And Keto going to be the next victim, this time of Legia, who's had a bit of a rough game, to put it mildly, on Nuke.
Yeah, except right now, Anders, what happens if you lose all of your guns and you don't get a bomb plant in this round for Big? It's not looking good. Luckily for him, not even. He still loses the duel versus Legia. He got the drop on him, Tizian. AKs saved, 2 AKs for Envy. AWP survives. No bomb plant for Big means a round of eco, a hard eco essentially coming in here. And Envy are now looking to be in a fantastic position to take the lead in this second half.
3-round win streak for the Big side. Now a 2-round follow-up by Envy. So that's how the last 5 rounds have been broken down. And that is not enough to build a huge economy for Big, as you can tell here. And Envy, I don't know if they can win this round without any casualties. That's going to start to look a little bit better and a little bit more interesting.
It's going to set them up for success. I think it's going to be key going forward that Envy keep as many people alive here in this round so that they can carry these rifles over. Again, you do have Calyx in position, and they're going to take full advantage of it. The AK, not ideal. His teammates will be there to help, and we'll see if they can save that second AK. It's got to be quick. Not going to do it. So, nice attempt there from Big to just swarm on Mini and push through, but they really just got the round over with. That was a hard eco. Now you're moving into the buy round. We could actually be getting the timeout called here by Big. I wouldn't be surprised to see a tactical timeout getting called by Big.
It's getting, really towards the end of it now. 11-11, all tied up.
What's Searson doing?
I don't know. Hanging out for a minute?
What's
I'm just going to be a little bit late with the AWP. Just having a casual conversation while Tizian is vent diving. So, yes, Searson's relaxing in spawn, but Tizian just took it upon himself to just go straight for it. And that's so cool. Oh, and the timing to take down Mihu. What a fantastic play. And now that is, they have so much time here for Epic. They don't have to react very quickly. All they have to do is not, make any kind of a mistake. If that had been a double spray down, it would have been a nightmare. But instead, Udoh coming up with a fantastic return. That's the only thing they had to basically avoid is getting, run down by Envy in some strange fashion. Otherwise, they had all the time in the world. Calyx in a very dangerous position. He's backing off against Santaris and low on health. That is going to be nifty now. Trying to save the AWP, surely.
Has to be. Thomas is going to be kicking himself. They did not get that trade kill on Udoh, though. That's what really threw this completely out. Because then that opens Calyx to taking damage, and there was a chance up until that point, I think, for Envy.
Yeah, it did look like there was. It doesn't look like Nifty's going for it, but they actually spread out so far apart from each other that,
there's a chance.
Yeah, or at least you want to be slightly careful that he doesn't. What if he gets a kill and just runs onto the site with a smoke and just instantly he's there.
Yeah.
And they would have been really far away. Yeah, this is a very, very cool play out of Tizian.
Man, what a round from Udoh. You got to give it to him. I'm knocking Thomas there, but at the same time, Udoh's got to keep his cool and get both of those kills. So
yeah,
solid play there from Udoh to keep his team in it.
Oh, they're going to go for the wall bang. They're going to go 6 seconds. That's the timer, guys. Count to 6 and shoot. That's all you need. And yeah, Searson's going to be a little bit late.
Misses it.
What? He hits Thomas, but that is not how that works. I'm actually so angry. I actually thought no one knew about that. I was getting ready to ruin Nuke matchmaking.
But you were making noises about it the other day, weren't you?
Yeah.
So maybe Big realized, okay, hold on, there's something to it here. If Anders is saying that there's something fun
listen,
on Nuke.
Obviously many people will have known I'm just out of the loop, but but yeah, that was yeah, so basically, if you guys want to know, if you do that boost, 6 or 7 seconds every single time, if you run straight from CT spawn, they go up the ladder, 6 or 7 seconds into the round, it's a go. Mihu, almost overrun. He's going to get the 1 kill there. And there's so many people. How could there be 3 people from ramp? That must be confusing to Big. They must be thinking, why are there that many people? Tabson, if he had not been on the ladder, could have maybe been a kill there against Legia. He's going to try and sneak back into the round. And don't really need to take this fight, Legia. Just keep it a 2-on-3 as long as you can, at least until teammate shows up. Calyx took a long time to get the kill, but they might be fine. They might be having a big shot here at just resetting this and getting into 12-12 territory.
Well, getting the bomb plant is big here.
Yeah.
That's so much more money to work with going into this next round, and it is going to be crucial. But Udoh is not done with it. He had the heroics in the last round. Could still set himself up for success here, as Nifty is expecting this weird angle. Wow, he is. He's just like, all right, I'll just have this AK for the next round, no problem.
If they're slow enough and he sneaks around Mini...
Dude, there's no way.
They do have a kit, so that's the problem. Again, if it's a 10-second defuse, might be slightly different. Does he have the wall? Surely he doesn't know about wall bang from that angle. That would be so hard to do, wouldn't it? Half a second left, and Calyx is going to swing straight for the headshot, but that is actually a pretty cool idea. When you're that low on health, I actually really respect that attempt. The problem, obviously, for him is, the fact that he's walking the whole way makes it very, very slow. But if he straight runs, he has no idea. If they hear him, it's over, right? Then there's no element of surprise. That is a cool move.
It's super cool. I'm sad to see that it didn't work out. He was so close, just a split second off. And if he stops that diffuser, that's it. It's over. Envy going to breathe a sigh of relief. This is a half buy coming in from Big in this round. They got the bomb plant, but it isn't quite enough to go for the full buy, so they're going to go ahead and just get some pistols and nades. Envy, however, just going to fully commit to this, get everything on the table. And while Big... Let's see. Here you go. Take this HE and stuff it. Tizian did not. He wasn't interested, though.
Envy, I mean, we talked about the potential for the upset. We talked about, you know, what if they can actually do this? Right now, that's looking very, very good. They're the ones with the rifles here. Oh, Nifty getting caught, though. I think lacking head armor, just like Calyx is. Could be a bit dangerous. Looks like they're cleaning it up now, though. Thomas down here. Again, on that MP9, he's going to get found by Searson. It's been a while since well, he's got plenty of kills, but we haven't had like a real Searson round where he just, you know, imposes his will on it. That's what he's trying to do right here.
This is getting a bit crazy, Anders. Calyx catches Keto. There's the shot, and Searson, I mean, he is the man with the AWP. He's got the clutch, and you give this guy an AWP, he can hit all of the shots. Legia trying to make the mind game happen. Searson's got the no-scope angle, and he just quick-scopes it. Done. A huge clutch coming through for Big on an eco round, and he gets out with an AWP.
That is massive. What a round. 23 kills, 22 on Santaris. If they end up surviving Envy here and go into that upper bracket semifinal, that is going to be one of the rounds where you think, man, if not for that, who knows?
Nifty's face says it all.
Yeah.
Mihu just looks like that all the time. But Nifty there. That's just soul crushing.
It's hard not to get Nifty smiling, though. He's always in a good mood, it seems like.
Oh, that's a hard eco now for Envy. USPs, P2Ks, and a Dream versus a fully bought up Big.
Why are they boosting to shoot out those windows? Is that necessary to not break the curve of the Molotov? I feel like this is something very advanced that I haven't seen before. Because normally it's enough just to shoot the front ones. Obviously, if you don't blow out those windows, it does change the actual curve of the arc of the grenades. Maybe we won't see it at all. I've really built that up as like a huge moment in my head, and now they just walked away. Thanks, guys.
Oh man, Santaris has got that high sense that just gives you a headache. Watching that kind of just snippy, snappy kind of movement, you know what I mean? You got very snappy aim, Anders.
Yeah, it's not for me. Oh. He's got jump scared. But the follow-up here from Tabson's not exactly pretty, but it does work in the end. Knives are out! And Searson eventually will execute Calyx. So, 14-12. Oh, and the money is dreadful. I mean, yeah, I don't know. They're almost going to have to force it up here, but it is not going to be that great. Oh, Envy, I can't believe it. That round is where they stumble, and because of the economy, they might not be able to get up again. It's actually one of the most tragic things I've seen in a while. Because of that Searson quad kill and the 1 versus 2 clutch for him, yeah, I mean, yeah, they could force into this, they have to force into this round, but if they don't win it, they're not going to have the round loss bonus. They're not going to have anything. They'll just end up losing the last 4 rounds in a row with nothing to say about it. Just saying, oh, well, that's it.
They'll go out with a whimper. Yeah,
that's really, I mean, that's upsetting if it plays out that way. Right now, I don't know, if you're on the Envy side, obviously all of us here, we all, put our silly points on the Big. But if you're on the Envy side, channel all your energy right here.
You gotta.
They gotta win this round. It is very. I think the whole map is on this. The whole series is on this round. Calyx, I like this. Alan was talking about this. Calyx has to play a bit aggressive and try and get some information. He's sneaking around the smoke, and they are watching for it, but is anyone watching from up on that silo still? That's the question. Calyx walking around the back, and that's a big kill, stopping the bomb. He sees Tabson. Huge double kill coming through, and nearly a triple. It is back in a 3-on-3, but I mean, Calyx, that's still very, very cool. Tizian's going to get caught now as well. And just like that, maybe a bit of an opening here for Envy. 2-on-3.
Definitely an opening. They can abuse this because they have Searson still alive. Searson and Santaris, the 2 heavyweights on this team. Guys who've been hitting all of the shots. What? And while they line up, chances there. Mihu takes down Santaris. It's all on Searson. 1v2 with a minute on the clock. Nifty and Legia stacked up, coming both from ramp. There's a big chance here.
They have the smoke, the Molotov, Searson. I don't even know. He wants to surprise someone all the way back here. He might, I mean, once the smoke goes up, the question is, do you even show up? Or do you just, they have some money, but I don't know if it's worth it. That's the problem. Diffusing inside. Oh, wait a minute. It's a 10-second defuse. Now it's definitely worth it. Has to not show himself. 2 seconds left, and he's not got the angle. A 10-second defuse inside of that smoke. I did not even think about that defuse kit. I assumed they had one. That changes everything, or at least they very well could have. 14-13, a must-win round for Envy, and they did win it.
I can't, you know, it's like, what world is this that all he's got is the op? If there's a single rifle somewhere there, he's going to get that, he's going to deny it.
I think he must have thought that it was going to be a kit as well.
But is there a rifle there?
Oh wait, they're not actually doing quite the boost that I want them to do. Now I'm really interested. You can do a better boost than this, guys.
Anders just said it. You can do a better boost than that one, so go and find it.
They're doing it on the wrong rail. They needed to go the other one. Because you can shoot people exactly when they come up the ladder. Okay, are they going to shoot those windows out again? The back ones? This is all completely standard. Well, it's a great double nade, but that has been done before. As they're vent dropping, though, coordinating everything. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if you would even register the vent drop when the grenades are landing at your, right on top of your face. Nifty, very dangerous, and he only barely makes it out alive. Tizian is on 1 health and jumping around the back here. Nifty, straight headshot, stopping the bomb. He's now calling it in. Searson will take him down, and it's a 3-on-3. Man, this is madness at the end of it. Everything on the line here for both teams. Tizian taking down Legia. Quick trade coming in as Calix will be dropping him, and now 2-on-2. 50 seconds on the clock. Searson and Kido, no bomb plant yet. And Calix just barely showing himself there. Got to be careful he doesn't get shot through the smoke.
Really liking to see the buddy system here from the 2 remaining players, Calix and Thomas for Envy, working together as a duo. They have to do this. They have to be able to trade. Big are terrible at trading. It's always one shot coming in for Big, and then not the other. But that smoke is about to clear, and they need to get the bomb planted. Out in the open is Kido, and while his teammate is trying to watch his back, and Decon, they're trying to work their way through. That door is going to open, and Searson, can he whip in time? No, he cannot. What? They line up! The worst case scenario! Searson catches him lined up. It's the collateral kill. tabseN can't even believe it.
You can't make it up, can you? Oh, man. Yeah, boss spray on the ground. This is out of control. Searson, again, 28 kills right now. He is absolutely the MVP of this series. This is ridiculous. 15-13, and now again the heartbreak of the fact that Envy just don't have the money.
Literally the only thing that could have saved him.
It really was.
That's unreal.
If he gets 1 kill there, I mean, he's almost certainly going to get traded immediately.
Envy have got to be feeling like they just got the baddest beat right there. You know, like poker, right? Where the guy's just got to hit a queen. That's the only card that'll save him. And, if he gets that card, then that's it. But otherwise, the odds are so against him. And then he just deadpan rivers it or something.
That's what it felt like, yeah.
That's exactly what just happened to Envy. They're just going to sit there and be stunned for a while.
Should recognize as well, because we're talking about Searson and his ridiculous AWPing, but Calix is actually out-fragging him at the moment. He's 29-20, so, and Nifty's up there with 20 kills, so they've got some people doing a lot of work right now on the Envy side. What they really need, though, is money for rifles. This is what they have, ladies and gentlemen, to try and force it into overtime right now. What a weird game this has been.
It's bizarre. This is just what an amazing match. Envy, they've put up an insane fight. It's not done yet. Of course, Deagles being what they are, they can definitely turn things around here with some clever shots coming through. Big are aware of this. They're sticking together. They've really gone for the death ball kind of approach, knowing that it's going to be the force buy coming in from Envy, that Envy are just going to be trying to throw everything into this.
I wish there was someone out here with a flashbang to set up something, but both the flashes are far away from this position. Calix has one of his own, but I don't really want him to set up himself for it. Oh, and Tizian, yeah, he's got the right idea, expecting it. And Calix is going to feel really red. So, 4 more kills. And they're boosting and everything to look down, further down on the stairs. They're going to find it, well, not quite an empty, but close. It's just pistols here. Centaurus wrecking that. Some shots being fired. They walk in. That could have very easily been a double kill. But that MP9 is being pushed back, and the Molotov is on top, so I don't know how they're going to stop this bomb from going down. That's going to be very tricky.
Especially with the setup there. The bait and switch. Mihu, he took one, but still a man advantage for Big. And Envy, I mean, they're rotating off. They're all on the upper site right now in lobby. Just now, Legia is going to get down the vents, and he's going to get spotted immediately by Tijan. It's Nifty and Thomas, the last two alive for Envy. Everything hanging in the balance.
I mean, they just don't have the tools. It's so upsetting. Again, that one round from Citizen is out of control. They're going to get a kill him. I think it's just so far away right now. They do have a kit at the very least, but Thomas is going to be on his own, low on health, 1 versus 2, and it'll be 16-13 as Big take down Envy. Only barely in this best of 3, man. What a fight that it was. I think people really underestimated Envy. All of us did in this one.
100%. What a match from Envy, and that's going to be just soul crushing. You can see it.
Yeah.
Cuban right now, I mean, does not look pleased, but what a fight. Everybody comes into this obviously saying, oh, Big are going to have the easiest match. I mean, they've clearly got the favorites. They are the clear favorites, but for Envy to put up a fight like that.
It's very, very interesting. I don't know. Definitely a lot of respect to Envy for putting out that kind of a battle, but yeah, the Big side. I wonder how much this will skew sort of people's expectations for the next Big game. I don't know if we should take this just, you know, as the final evidence for what Big can do. I think they're probably going to be a little bit more lethal next time, but this is really tough.
Well, now the lower bracket just got so much more interesting as well, because if Envy are capable of this level of play against one of the very best teams in the tournament, if you're going up against them in the lower bracket, it's by no means going to be easy. They could very well get some upsets going in the lower bracket and get deeper into this tournament. There's a lot of money on the line here for these teams.
And they're going to be fighting, what, Mad Lions in the lower bracket or something like that?
Man, that's right. So Mad Lions went down to VP earlier. That was an amazing match as well. Yeah. Dude, we've had 6 maps of fantastic Counter-Strike today.
Yeah, it's really been interesting. I mean, yeah, Citizen obviously I think the takeaway player to talk about throughout this best of 3. So I'm sure the people who are at the blind spot will have an opinion about that too. Guys, I mean, almost all of us losing all of the points here. It's a close call.